Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to this Monday today. The game is on Celtics and Dallas. The game that matters right now. Dallas has to win this game so they could at least go to a game 7, or Celtics may win the championship on the day that 2008 Celtics won their championship. So we'll see who will win the championship. First things first, RIP to the logo, Mr. Jerry West. Jerry West had to go and call home because he did not want to live to see this shit. And I definitely understand. He did not want to see Celtics win a championship. And I applaud the hater to the very end. Like, rest in peace to Jerry West. I love the character, the actor that played him on Winning Time. And I picture that's how he was too. Seemed like a funny guy. Laker legend. He's an executive legend. He's the reason why we had Kobe and Shaq. He is the reason why the dynasty happened in the Warriors. So that is the logo of the NBA, Mr. Jerry West. So rest in peace to him. Right now it is 15-17. Boston is up 17. Dallas is up. Well, they're not up, but it's 15. The role players are not role playing right now. Luka is Luka. I guess you could say that. But, Luka don't have the best defense. And Kyrie, for some reason, when he get in Boston, he's not there. The hella is not working when he is in Boston. I don't know. The hella got to work in order for them to have any type of chance. We haven't seen somebody come back from a 3-0 lead since LeBron, 2018 LeBron. I tell my kids all the time about 2018 LeBron. You had to be there to witness 2018 LeBron. Like, he was just on a whole nother level. And I remember watching that, and they doubted my king, and my king came back and won the championship. Had Steph Curry crying in a tunnel. Like, it was beautiful. It was poetic. The money I won, that was a great year. That was a great year. All right, so while people get in the chat, today is Women's Business episode. I'm going to be highlighting the 6 months of women's business because people don't want to say it, but I'm going to fucking say it. AEW Women Division has been the best women's division this year. No questions asked, no doubts about it. They have been killing it for the past 6 months. Actually, a little bit before that too, but we're going to count 2024, the 6 months. The AEW Women's Division has been killing it. They've been the best American division so far in any promotion. I do not care, and I'm going to back it up with today's episode. So we're going to give our flowers to the AEW's Women's Division. They deserve their flowers on today. They deserve to be highlighted. As loud as people used to be like, AEW Women's Division, still this. It's been a little bit quiet. It's been quiet in the streets when it comes to their improvement and what they have been doing so far in 2024. So that's why I'm like, nobody's talking about. Who gives a fuck on who's not talking about it? I'm going to talk about it, and we're talking about it right now. So we're going to get this show started. This show won't be too long because, again, the game is on. But women's wrestling is important, and I thought that this episode would be perfect to highlight why AEW's Women's Division has been the best division so far this year. Hit the intro. Let's get the show started.
Monday night, you know what that means. Yeah. You know what that means. Realest on the grab scene, queen of the enemies, all elite with keys. Straight out of Dallas with it, dynamite fuse, she lit it. Standing on women business, going all out. Let's get it, keep it respectful though. Don't want that brawl out, we just talking fallout. Storylines and call outs. Say what's the word, kicks? I know y'all heard kicks on air with the facts, not the rumors from dirt sheets. If you's a real collider, then let's ride with her. A real live winner, we going live with her. Yeah. All elite with kicks, yeah. All elite with kicks. All elite with kicks, yeah. All elite with kicks.
All right. Yes, dancing in the comments. I know that's right. Yes, it's a vibe. Again, shout out to AO for making that for me. I do appreciate the cover. I really do. And shout out to Cookies for editing that for me. I really love it. It's a vibe. So again today, like I said, we're going to be highlighting the women's division, AEW women's division, and we're going to get started. I'm going to talk about in-ring performances so far in 2024, the matches that has been happening to me that stood out as to why I say that AEW women's division has been the best women's division in 2024 so far. My personal opinions, the matches that have stood out has been Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb for the AEW Women's Championship. Chris Statlander and Willow versus Sky Blue and Julia Hart when they had the street fight that also stood out as well. Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale for the TBS Championship that stood out. Toni Storm versus Queen Aminata on Collision. That was a great match as well. Thunder Rosa versus Deonna Purrazzo. That in all three matches, exceptional is Chef Kiss, which we will get into a little bit later on in the episode. Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo. That was another great match, a pay-per-view match for the ladies for the AEW Women's Championship. Mariah May versus Serena Deeb. It was Serena Deeb qualifier match, but it was also, it excelled. It was a great match between the two ladies. Mariah May versus Queen Aminata. That was another great match between the two ladies. That's another one for this year so far. Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm was another great match at Dynasty for the AEW Women's Championship. Another great match that, exceptional. That I said that wrong, y'all. That was another great match. We're gonna throw in some ROH in there. It was Athena versus Sheeta for the ROH Women's Championship. That was another great match for the AEW ROH Women's Division. And then also Queen Aminata versus Billy Starks for the ROH Women's TV title match was another great match. So it's been a great lineup of matches in 2024 for the women's division. It has not been not one bad pay-per-view match. It's been all great pay-per-view match for the women's division. But these are my personal favorites so far in 2024. So if you get a chance, just check them out. If you want me to post the match cards that I like, I will do it on the Instagram so y'all can just run through and see. But these matches in particular is why I feel that AEW Women's Division has been on the roll. It has been one of the best women's division in 2024. Okay, so that's the in-ring performances. Is you're gonna get all types of diversity when it comes to AEW women's division. You're gonna get some strong style. You're gonna get some lucha libre in there. You're gonna get tough. You're gonna get hardcore. They're really, really known. They have the best women's hardcore type matches, the best street fights. That's what separates them from different companies with their division. The hardcore matches that they do, the street fights, it really, really stands out and makes them different. It brings their uniqueness out that what makes AEW Women's Division unique. They're already unique in their characters as well as their individualism in this division. So, which we'll get on a little bit. I'll throw a little bit on there. Now, storyline so far in 2024, they have been building up to Toni Storm and Mariah May. We know that they have been paired up together. They have been in an interesting storyline. It's still brewing. It's still fresh. It's not died down. It's not tiresome. It's not bored. It just excels each time. And it's always, it's an added layer to each feud that Toni Storm has with her championship. If you have not noticed, it's each layer to what's building up to come between them, because we know eventually it will not necessarily a turn, but it's going to be a shift in their dynamic, because there's a story there between Toni Storm and Mariah May. But these two ladies have done a great job keeping us engaged, keeping everybody still interested, and get them talking, especially with Toni Storm's character. This probably been one of the best characters for the women's division in AEW ever. She has, this is her third time having the championship, but this is probably my favorite reign so far from her. This character, this story, and her championship reign, this is probably my favorite reign from her. Is bringing a different light and a different element. Yes, she is the heel, but we love her. We adore her. We love Mariah. We adore Mariah. So Mariah has become a new favorite, which Lyric told everybody that this will happen. Like when it was said that she was coming to AEW, Lyric was probably the first, one of the first that was saying, "Oh, y'all gonna like Mariah May. Y'all gonna like her energy, her personality. Y'all gonna like her." And it took like 2 matches for people to be like, "We like this girl. We like her. She's good in the ring." It's like she brings the diva, but a toughness with it. And she's also adding that old element to Toni Storm, like Toni Storm's old self. You can say she's becoming a better Toni Storm than Toni Storm. That might be part of the story. You gotta pay attention. But yeah, so Mariah May is a possibility that, they about to fight. Mariah May is a possibility that she may be in the Owen Hart tournament. And like they said, the winners of the Owen Hart tournament will face the AEW Men's Championship and the Women's AEW Championship at All In. So we may get a Mariah May versus Toni Storm at All In. And it'll be perfect because they've been building story in their dynamic. So again, the stories are there. Another interesting story for the AEW women's business has been Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo. That has been another great non-title story. I don't think that this story is complete. It's still going to be a feud there. I do like, this is like a tough feud, like between two tough ladies. Deonna Purrazzo being a heel is great. She's better as a heel than she is a face, in my opinion. She's not a bad face, but I prefer her as a heel. It just brings more out of her. It just brings her the potential on the surface. But they have been great. Thunder Rosa is just naturally aggressive in the ring. She's tough. They had a street fight not too long ago, and on Collision, it was 10 stars across the board. Thunder Rosa did what she needed to do. Deonna, took the win. She stepped on her. Great match. Like, I love this storyline so far. It's just a simple storyline that, girl, you doing too much, and because they was partners, and Deonna felt the way, and Thunder's just like, baby, we not friends. I'm just here to, it's no beef or nothing like that. This is a great non-title storyline. Like, you still need those non-title storylines. Not everything has to involve a title for people to be interested. And as you can see, people was interested in Deonna and also Thunder Rosa. They like I said, not too long ago, at Double or Nothing, they popped off the environment. They popped off the mood for that pay-per-view, and they did such a great job, wonderful job, and great storyline, a great non-title storyline between the two ladies. Also, another storyline that's still brewing is Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander, they was friends. They was buddies. They had the street fights together. They was very supportive of one another. And Chris turned on Willow Nightingale. It hurted our hearts. And they have been back and forth with each other. Last week, Chris attacked Willow Nightingale, and that's when I had said on Twitter talking about all the men stopped to look at them attack each other. It was great. It was great, and this is going to be another great non-title storyline between two friends that used to be friends, and now friends become foes. So, and you already know the match between Chris and Willow is going to deliver. Like, there is no question about that. That's like, these two are going to absolutely deliver. And they are also in the Owen Hart tournament, if I'm not mistaken. They did list their names in there. So it's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. Willow Nightingale has had a phenomenal year. I wouldn't be surprised if PWI don't give her that number one spot, because she truly deserves that number one spot. Willow has been killing it in AEW. She has been the face. She has been the forefront, and it has been her year. It's been her year. It's been amazing. And Chris Statlander has been a dog. She's been, doing her part, because she had a great year prior to that as the TBS champion. She was steady booked and busy, and she kind of had a little bit of relaxed year, playing into the storyline with her and Malcolm Stokely and also Willow Nightingale. So it looks like now she's going to be back in action, and we're going to see how this storyline goes. So far, it's been very, very great. It's been good. And again, I keep saying, I say it time and time again, there's nothing wrong with non-title storylines with the women's division. Men do it all the time. You don't have to always have a title to have a good story. And they're having a phenomenal story so far. They have been cooking. Okay. The next storyline. Now, this is on ROH, so I just wanted to kind of refresh and talk about this one. But they have been building the Athena versus Queen Aminata, because that is soon to come as well for the ROH women's title. Athena was out a little bit due to a injury, a minor injury, but she is back in action, and they're going to keep it going forward. So if you've been like, where has Queen Aminata been? And Base, they've been in ROH. It was just on a brief hold due to Athena's injury, but she's back in action, and they're going to continue what they have been brewing between the two ladies, Queen Aminata versus Athena. So they have been cooking, and I wanted to share my flowers to these two, especially Queen Aminata, because she has been having a great year in 2024 in AEW. She was showing, proving to everybody what she could do. She's been booked in the matches on Rampage, Dynamite, and Collision, and they're trusting her in ROH. So I don't think that she's been left out, but she's basically on the same run as Sky Blue once was, because there was a period that Sky Blue was in ROH taking bookings, and Queen Aminata is in ROH taking bookings. So all of the people that watch on Thursdays, y'all know what I'm talking about. So ROH have the pay-per-view coming up, which is next month, and I won't be surprised if it'll be Queen Aminata versus Athena for the ROH Women's Championship. So we have that. That's also a good storyline going on. And then Mercedes. Now, Mercedes currently don't have a storyline right now, but due to Forbidden Door coming up, and Forbidden Door, it has a story itself, because her and Stephanie has faced each other last year for the New Japan Strong Women's title. But I'm interested to see what will be next for the TBS Women's title, where the angle Mercedes will be in the storyline that she'll be in, and who will be next, and who will be the next rivalry and things of that nature. That's what I'm interested in seeing, what's next for Mercedes. She is the CEO. She makes the rules. She's here to fight. Obviously, she didn't waste no time. Once she won the belt, she had a match the following night. So that's what I'm very interested in seeing. So there is storylines in the AEW women's business, and I am proud of all of them. It's all been exceptional. They all have been delivering. The matches have been delivering, and they have been cooking. So I'm here to highlight that, and I'm here to let y'all know that women business, they doing a one too. They doing a big one, okay? What was next on my agenda? Now I said that AEW women's division, like I said earlier, if you just now tuning in, they are the best so far in whatever company because they are having, the fans are more involved. As you can see, it's been more inclusion with the fans than we're usually seeing when it comes to the AEW women division. Again, their street fights and hardcore matches really, really stands out. It really, really stands out. And Tony Khan has to capitalize off of that. And the women's deserve a blood and guts type of match. They need a blood and guts match. I don't know what they got to do to convince the, Warner Media and them to allow the women to have a blood and guts, but they need a blood and guts because AEW women's division, as you can see, we love when the women bleed too. Everybody's into their street fights and they deliver, and sometimes they over deliver. Sometimes some of their street fights are better than the men's. Willow Nightingale and Thunder Rosa, them two are probably like the pillars when it comes to AEW women's street fight. Them two know how to do a great street fight and know how to orchestrate a great street fight. Willow Nightingale and Thunder Rosa, them two, because, and I say Thunder Rosa because we know in the past, before AEW women's division got to this point, adding Thunder Rosa to the, first of all, let me just remind y'all, the best thing that happened to AEW women's division when they was still in the trenches, when they was still in the trenches, when we were still dealing with anything. Signing on Thunder Rosa was step one to seeing a difference, to seeing, she was her addition to the AEW women's division is kind of what kicked it off of the direction of what they was going for and what they wanted to see in the AEW women's division. And when she had the street fights and she gave Britt Baker her best match, you know what I'm saying? Sheeta was like, dang, finally got some competition. You know what I'm saying? Sheeta was like, I finally get to wrestle somebody that's kind of my speed a little bit. So that's why I always give Thunder Rosa her flowers because she really was. Don't get me started. That dude on Twitter gonna say, unpopular opinion. And his quotes, we kind of cooking him a little bit. And I ain't even tried to be mean when I had said no, it wasn't. But I'm a day one, and I've seen it from day one. That feud, and it's no shade, because this is all about positive for the women's business, but it is no shade to them ladies. But that feud and that rivalry is the reason why that AEW botches account started. And when that account started, nobody said nothing to that man. I was the only one saying shit to that man. Nobody wasn't saying nothing to him. Everybody laughed. That's why let me not, because that's why I find it funny. I find it funny. Sheeta carried that division on her back. Y'all remember how many times they botched the mess out of Sheeta? Riho and Sheeta was getting botched left and right. Left and right. Left and right. Sheeta, I ain't gonna say who, but this wrestler, I mean, she know who she is. She botched Sheeta so nasty. That was my ticket point, and I was just like, okay, maybe she's not good. Maybe she's not that good. Okay, we've been through some trenches, y'all. Chris Stanlander was good, but she wasn't great at that time. At who else was kind of Jamie Hayter at one point was She was at that time too, before she left for Japan, got in the booth, came right back, and totally, you know, who else? And Nyla Rose was pretty good. She wasn't bad. She wasn't bad. Who else was in? We know Britt Baker was in. She still kind of is. Yeah, it was a lot of It was a lot of going on in the AEW's women division. 2019 up until a little bit of 2021 was a little bit scary. Okay, it was scary. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. But we 2024 AEW women's division now. You can't say nothing bad now. The storylines are there. The matches is there. They have a good forefront. So they are, like I said, they are the best women's division right now so far. This past 6 months, AEW women's division has been cooking, including ROH too. They have been cooking. As quiet as it kept, not so quiet because I'm saying something, but as quiet as it kept, they have been the best division this year. No questions about it. And I'm here to give them their props. Big Rio gonna run her bracket in November. Yeah. It's so many different representation too. With AEW women's division, you got Willow representing the thick fines, the BBWs, the small BBW, because she ain't really she not a big BBW. She's proportionate. She's, the thick fines. You know what I'm saying? She repping the thick fine, the fuller women. You got Mariah May. She repping the the party girls, the tough party girls. You got Toni Storm. She repping the comfortable in their sexuality, very elegant, very and then you got the Thunder Roses of the world, the aggressive one. We don't take no shit. We here to work. We're here to grind. You have the Chris Statlander, the tall stallions, more than a woman. I'm not just a woman. I am just as tough. Y'all heard that slap that she did on Orange Cassidy? Like, when she said she more than a woman, she meant that. She meant that. The thick stallions, Chris the Stallions, the people that was probably told that they wouldn't be as attractive, and they're really beautiful. They're edgy. It's just different. You have a Queen Aminata royalty, comfortable in their skin, confident, beautiful, dark shaded, because dark skin representation is important. You got the Mercedes Monet, I'm black, I'm confident, and you can't tell me I am lower than, I know my value. It's just different types of women that represents different types women fans in AEW's women's division. Like, nobody is the same. It's all different personalities in that roster, and they all represent somebody. They all represent somebody. What do you think about Harley Cameron's growth? Harley Cameron she's great. She's great. I like what I see out of her. She's there to work, and her character like a snobby, tough girl. I'll take your man. Like, I like that. I like that. It's giving Divas era, but not so much a Divas era. But you need that a little bit, because women is different. I like it. I like her. Julia Hart and Scott Blue, yes, I do adore them too. I didn't too much like Julia Hart's TBS reign, but I can give it to her. She is what made House of Black popular. Her and Brody King, people like them too. Yes, like it's they doing it. They do it. Like, I don't see how anybody can just count anybody in the AEW Women's Division out, especially this year. And if you count them out, that just means you don't watch and you biased as hell. Like only a biased person, and a lot of them are biased, by the way. Only a biased person can sit up here and be like, AEW Women's Division is not delivering, and they are. They are delivering. Mm-hmm. And what else? And I wrote down the key women so far in the in AEW that is the forefront of this division. And I say forefront because all throughout the years you could tell like who was the face and things like that. 2019, it was Riho. 2020, it was Sheeta. 2021, it was Britt Baker / Thunder Rosa. 2022, it was Sheeta again. They had to give it right back to Sheeta. Then it was Jamie Hayter. 2023, Toni Storm, Saraya. So, but this time they finally got it. They finally got that multiple women can be the forefront. And the top, in my opinion, again, has been Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale has been the face for the AEW Women's Division. She hasn't done it alone, but she has been the face of the AEW's 2024, 23, and I want to say 24 as well. But she has been the key element to AEW's women's division. And I want to say that, and I hope that she knows that and understands that. But behind her as well has been Chris Statlander, Toni Storm, Mercedes Moné, Thunder Rosa, Deonna Purrazzo, Mariah May, Serena D, Saraya, whether you like it or not, Queen Aminata, Athena, Billy Starks, Sky Blue, Sheeta, and Julia Hart. Those women have been so phenomenal. They have been doing the damn thing with the AEW Women's Division. I want to say Ruby Soho as well. I want to add her on there. Even though she is expecting a baby, she got married. Congrats to her. But she did her one too as well. I want to give it up to Anna Jay because Anna Jay has been showing her improvement. She's been showing that she's here. She wants to wrestle. She wants to get better. And I respect anybody that wants to get better. She's taking ROH booking. She's been in ROH recently. So it's showing you that she wants to get better. She wants to get better. She wants to figure it out. She wants to get on the same level as the Mercedes Moné's and Mariah Mays and things like that. You can tell that Anna Jay is inspired. She's very inspired to get better. So she's been in ROH taking bookings. But these ladies have been in the forefront. They have been doing the damn thing, and they have been the reason why AEW Women's Division has been the best division in 2024. And as long as it revolves around these ladies and the next ladies to come, it will be fully loaded. It will be continue to cook. And as long as Tony Khan is correctly booking them, and as long as they have a good support backstage, and as long as people are doing good with the creative, they will definitely get attention from everybody else. People not saying it now, but they're going to say it later. So I'm saying it now. What's always important is don't wait on who say what. Especially if you in content, if you don't like that certain people are not talking about it, you talk about it. Then that will get everybody else to talk about it. All I did was post a question today. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say stupid takes to get any engagement. If you don't like that certain people ain't talking about it, you talk about it. Don't wait on somebody else to talk about it. You talk about it. I'm all elite with Keek, so I felt like this was the right reason to talk about it. Like, let me give AEW Women's Division their flowers. After I saw the Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo match, I'm like, you know what? Ain't nobody talking about the women business. I'm going to talk about it. I ain't say it on Twitter. I'm like, no, I'm going to just talk about it. They heard what I got to say. People sneak and listen to my episodes all the time, especially people that don't like me, you know? So AEW Women's business has been cooking. They have been delivering, and they deserve their flowers. Now, before we get out of here, I got one more point. Actually, two. Forbidden Door is coming up. We know that Toni Storm have her match, and also Mercedes Moné also have her match at Forbidden Door. Both of them have their match. Ooh, that was an ugly foul. That was ugly. They both have that match at Forbidden Door, but we know whoever wins the Women's Owen Hart tournament, they will face Toni Storm at the championship. But I want to hear from the comments. What do you think the direction will be for Mercedes Moné after her match with Stephanie at Forbidden Door? What do you think the direction will be for All In for Mercedes Moné, or do you have a fantasy booking that you would like to see her, face for the TBS Women's Championship? Me personally, I would love to see. I don't know how they would do it. I hope they'll do it. I would love to see Mercedes Moné versus Athena for the TBS Women's Championship. That's just me. At All In. I want to see that feud so bad. That's just me. Rio, Mercedes gonna have Ray and Eddie vibes. Yeah, because they both like the same height. I wouldn't mind seeing Mercedes and Athena run it back. That's me personally. Mercedes gotta bleed. Mercedes ain't bled yet. I need her to bleed. I need Mercedes to bleed. She gotta bleed. She ain't really been initiated in AEW yet, y'all, because she ain't shedding no blood. Mercedes gotta shed some blood. Blood has to be shed. So I feel like Athena has to do it. Or Thunder Rosa. Mercedes' blood has to be shed. Soraya shed blood. Like, blood has to be shed. Like, you're not all elite yet until you shed some blood. Oh, yes, Sheeta and Mercedes is a great. That will be great. But I want to see some blood. I want to see some blood. Like, Mercedes got to bleed. She has to bleed. Blood has to be shed. Like, she's all elite, but she's not really yet. Blood has to be shed. Dang, Kyrie done fell out on Boston. He did it on purpose. The hella didn't catch him. Get him out of that Boston crowd before they start throwing shit at him. Get him out of that Boston crowd. Kyrie taking. They was this close. They was this close of saying a slur too. I saw it. Man, they about to win a championship, y'all. It's 60-44, like before halftime. Talking about game 6 if necessary. She has to shed blood. Like you all elite, but I'm not convinced yet because you ain't shedding no blood. Like, blood has to be shed. I gotta see it. All the pretty women shed blood. Like, AEW ain't got no. AEW got bad bitches all through the roster. Like, they all have shed blood. You have to shed some blood. I don't care how bad of a bitch you. If Chris Statlander, and that's Chris the Stallion. And by the way, I see some people was like, I didn't know she was like that. I been said it. I been knew. I seen the potential. Luca is incredible. Luka just made like an impossible shot on Jason Tatum ass. I can't. That step back so ugly. Like that fake Kobe. That fake Kobe Bryant.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
It doesn't. If you a Jason Tatum fan in the comment, why are you a Jason Tatum? Like, just tell me what is it about him that you be like, oh, that guy. Like, what is it? Let me know, because I don't understand. I don't understand. He's not a bad player, but I just don't see it. Holy shit. Huh? The man made a shot at the buzzer. He made a shot at the buzzer. No, look. He shot the ball and then say hey to them. Say hey.
Oh, hi.
Y'all all on my live. Okay, y'all. Bye. Say hey to my babies, y'all.
The tongue is red. Their tongue is blue.
Okay, all right.
Oh, true fans.
That was my babies, y'all. All right, y'all. So that's it for tonight. I didn't have too much. I just want to highlight the women's division. I'm into this game, as you can tell. But yes, AEW women's division has been the best women's division in 2024. No questions about it, no questions asked. Support the ladies, continue to support women's in wrestling. Support them, even WWE, TNA, don't matter. Support women's wrestling. But especially if you're an AEW fan, y'all have been killing it. Y'all have been seated. Y'all giving them demos. Y'all buying the merches. Y'all are doing what I have been fussing at y'all to been doing for years. And y'all are doing it. So keep doing it. We ain't letting up. It's only the beginning. It's only up from here. We've been down. We've been in the trenches. We ain't going back. Okay. We're not going back to the trenches. Okay. We're not going back to people getting put in trash cans for no reason. Okay. We're not going back to the trenches. So before I go, I just want to say thank you guys for continuously supporting me. If I feel like I ain't been myself doing these shows, or if my shows don't feel the same, I do apologize. I'm just been drained. I've been tired. I work real hard. I'm a mother, so my apologies. Okay, I will find the energy. I just been drained from work, motherhood, and just plenty of other things. But thank you guys for still supporting me, even through my lows and my highs. I really do appreciate y'all. And before I get out of here, I forgot to give my producer the picture, but tomorrow I did post it on my Twitter, but tomorrow I will be on my best friend's Twitch. We will be talking about The Boys season 4. Make sure you follow her Twitch. Again, if you follow me on All Elite with Keeks on Twitter, I did promote it, but of course I will retweet it. But we'll be going over The Boys tomorrow on her Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to her Twitch. We'll be having a live conversation about season 4. So yes, I'm doing other things outside of wrestling. It's always important to do other things outside of wrestling to keep your mind, not everything's wrestling. I do have a life. So we'll be going over The Boys tomorrow on live, 8:15. Not too long, but shout out to everybody that, watch The Boys. If you watch The Boys, and you like the show, and if you like what I've been tweeting about it as far as the show, make sure you support us on Twitch tomorrow, and I will be retweeting it. I should have gave the picture, but I wasn't thinking. I was just in a hurry. But again, thank you guys for supporting me. Continue to watch Public Enemies on Thursday. Tune into their show when they discuss all everything wrestling promotions, and things of that nature. AEW will be in Texas next month. I will catch a couple of Collision. I won't be at all of them, but I'll be at most of them, and the ones that's in August. So I will be there. I will be at Collision. They will be in Arlington for the whole month, getting ready for All in the UK. So it's the summer in Texas at AEW. What else? Yeah, so that's yes. So continue to buy the merches, the women's business merches. Continue to buy and support the ladies at AEW, and make sure you support the women that also covers AEW content creations. Is a few of us out there, but we're doing the damn thing. We know we be talking about, and we all cool with one another. There's no beef with one another. We all respect one another. We all support one another. And that's what I love about us AEW girlies. We support each other. We are cool with each other. We don't have to be the best of friends, but it's a level of respect from each platform, from Wrestle Purists to Body Slam, the ladies that do cover AEW at Body Slam, Lyric, and Destiny. Like, we all are on one accord. So support all the ladies that cover AEW, and also just support women in general. You know, you don't have to want to have sex with them and stuff like that to support them. Just support them if they know what they're talking about and gifted and stuff like that. Okay, so y'all have a good day. We're gonna catch this game and hit my getaway music.
First of all, there's no such thing as white collar crime. And there's definitely no such thing as black on black crime. Crime is crime. Let me explain something to you. I don't care if you have a white collar or a tank top. If you rob me, I'm gonna whoop your ass.